Welcome everybody, welcome to today's class. Today's class is all about back strength. So we're going to be working towards postures, actions to strengthen the back of our body, right? What you'd think of as the back, and also the hamstrings, glutes, calves, all that kind of stuff. So the posterior chain, the chain of the body that's on the back side. It'll be helpful if you have 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, not a big deal. We're going to start on our back in Matsi Asana, fish pose. So it's going to be kind of a supported back bend. So if you don't have blocks, I'll show that real quick. What you'll do is you'll just extend your legs long if this is comfortable. If you want to take the soles of your feet together, you can as well. But you'll take your hands, palms facing down, underneath your hips. Come up onto the forearms, right? And then just kind of puff the chest, drop the head back. Right, so it's a supported back body, back bend, a front body opener. If you're using blocks, right, you're going to take a block along the spine or take it the wide way underneath the shoulder blades. So I take it just right behind the heart at any height, right along the spine. And if you have a second block, it's really nice if you want to take it as a pillow underneath your head. And then just allow your arms to be long. Right, so get that block to where it feels comfortable, but have it be right behind the heart at any height. And then just be here and breathe. Could also really be a pillow underneath your back, maybe a rolled up blanket. Just allow gravity to work here. Feel the bend in the spine, the supported back bend, and then feel the opening, the resulting opening to the front of the body. Use your inhale to fill up. Use your exhale to soften. Start to engage your Ujjayi breath, so long inhales through the nose, match with the same length exhale through the nose. A little bit of a constriction at the back of the throat, as if you're trying to fog up a mirror through your nose. Using this breath as we move throughout class. Make it consistent. Just a few more breaths here. Just allow gravity to open up the chest. Start to loosen up the back body as well. And then go ahead and remove the blocks if you're on blocks. Come all the way down onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze, and just rock a little bit side to side. So you're just kind of massaging the low back. And then come back to center. Set your feet down like you would for bridge. But keeping the soles of your feet on the floor, walk your feet as far away from you as possible. Right? If you go to a point where you start to roll to the outside edges, or maybe the toes lift, walk your feet back a little bit. But take a breath in. And on your exhale, lift into a bridge. So it's an elongated bridge, right? If you need to, walk your feet in a little bit closer, but you're going to feel right away, right as you press up, it's going to be all in the glutes and the hamstrings. But notice if you're starting to kind of like roll out to the outside edges of your feet, the big toes lift, press the big toe mounds down, press the inner edges of your heels down, and then pull your heels towards your shoulders, and then lift your hips up, right? So this is basically taking it out of the back, out of your back and moving it into the glutes and the hamstrings. But again, the class today, we're focusing on back of the body, the entire back chain. So back, butt, hamstrings, calves. This is kind of butt, hamstrings, calves here. A few more breaths here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath in, breath out. And then go ahead and bring your hips back down. Draw your knees into your chest. Grab onto the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings. Rock and roll the entire length of your spine 3 or 4 times. On your 3rd or 4th time, cross your ankles, plant your hands, make your way to all 4s. So find a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then on your own, at your own pace, add in, just start to take some cat-cows, adding in any movement that feels good. So on your inhale, drop your belly, draw your heart through your arms, send your sit bones high. On your exhale, press into your hands, round your upper back. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops. Exhale, curl in. Again, if you want to add in some hip circles, if hip circles feel good to you, you can take hip circles. If you want to roll out over the wrists, roll out over the wrists. It may feel nice to turn your fingertips back towards your knees and just kind of add some kind of half moon circles from side to side. Then when you feel even, if you're going in a certain direction, come back to neutral. Extend your right leg back and up, reach your left arm forward. And then thumb up on the left hand, and without rolling the right hip open, so spin the right outer hip down. From your right hamstring, lift your right leg up as high as you can. Lift your left arm up as high as you can. Just be here and breathe. And just continuing to lift the arm and the leg as high as you can, trying to keep your hips as level as possible. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So starting to kind of strengthen the back body, right? The low back, up back, mid back, shoulder, and then in the leg, the glute, the hamstring, and the calf. And then left hand down, right knee down. Left leg back and up, right arm forward. But right, this left hip wants to roll open. Draw the left inner thigh. So think your inner pant seam up toward the ceiling, or think pinky toe edge down towards the floor. And then lift your left leg straight up toward the ceiling. Right arm up. Trying to get as high with your limbs as possible while keeping your shoulders and your hips level. Spread your toes on your left foot. Lift the left leg up a little bit higher. Again, feel your right shoulder. Feel your upper back, mid back, low back. Feel your left glute, hamstring, and calf, all working. And then right hand down, left knee down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Bring your knees down, lower all the way down to the floor. Stack your hands. So you're kind of creating a triangle with your arms. Stack your hands, palms face down, forehead to your hands. Take your right hand on top. And then glue your right hand to your right forehead, to your forehead. You only have one of them. And then from here, just start to lift your right head, you only have your head, your right hand, and your right elbow up toward the ceiling. Lift your left leg. So come into Maharasana, but we're going for equal sensation. Upper back, mid back, low back, left glute, left hamstring, left calf. Lift your right elbow up a little bit higher. And then exhale everything down. Again, inhale, lift everything. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift, equal sensation. Lift your right elbow up just a little bit more to feel the right shoulder. And then exhale everything down. Stack your left hand now on top of your right. Bring your forehead to your hands. And then from here, keeping the left hand glued to your forehead, just lift your forehead and your left elbow in your left hand. And then lift your right leg. And then once again, going for equal sensation from the left shoulder, so lift the elbow up a little bit more. Upper back, mid back, low back. Right glute, right hamstring, right calf. Spread your toes. Exhale everything down. Again, inhale, lift. Right, go for that equanimity, go for equalness across the spine. Exhale everything down. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale down. Press up to all fours. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Bring the hips back over this left knee. Left foot into the floor, pull it forward. Right foot into the floor, pull it back. Reach your arms forward, reach your arms up. Without changing the shape in your lower back, hug your belly in as much as you can. Turn your palms forward, make fists. And then imagine you're grabbing onto a pull-up bar. And without bending your elbows, start to take that pull-up so the arms are straight. And then with that power, start to bend the elbows, coming into that pull-up position. But hold it here. Right, so it's not just drawing the elbows down. It's the shoulder blades are pulling down the back. You're engaging your side muscles, you're engaging your back to draw the arms down. Take one more breath in. And then on your exhale, Ardha Hanuman half splits, straighten out your right leg. For this, I want your arms reaching back. So we're strengthening the back of the arms, chest forward and up so the back muscles are working. Press your right heel into the floor and pull it back, strengthening the back of your leg. And then engage your right quad, feel your leg straighten out. So chest forward and up, right heel draws back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, rebend your right knee, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to the floor, Sphinx pose. Inhale in Sphinx, pull the elbows back, grip with the fingers. Exhale, forearm plank. Press into your forearms, draw your shoulder blades away from each other, inhale. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx, breath in. Exhale, back for locust. Inhale, lift into locust. And as you lift, reach the fingertips back. Focus more on length in your locust of toes and fingers towards the back of the room rather than your lift. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, right knee down.
Hips back over the right knee, right foot into the floor, pull it forward. Left foot into the floor, pull it back. Reach the arms forward, reach the arms up. Without changing the shape in your lower back, hug your belly in as much as you can. And then turn your palms forward, make fist. Start to take your imaginary pull-up against imaginary resistance, but not just bending the elbows and drawing them down. You're drawing the shoulder blades down your back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. And then on your exhale, Urdhva Hanuman half split. Straighten out your left leg. Keep a bend in the knee. Arms reach back. And as your arms reach back, we're not curling the spine. We want to lift it up. So a slight back bend here. Press your left heel into the floor, pull it back. Engage your triceps and feel your arms lengthen out. Reach back through the fingers. Breath in, press the left heel down. Breath out. And then rebend your left knee. Plant your hands. Step back plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to the floor. Sphinx. Inhale in Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, knees down, hips down, Sphinx. Inhale into Sphinx. Exhale for locust, but bind the hands if this works okay in your shoulders. If not, grab like a towel or something between the hands. And then from here, inhale, loop the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows, lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other, down your back, and then lift your hands off your tail and reach them back. Spread your toes, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Use this to strengthen the back. If there's any rounding, there's not much engagement in the back. Reach the chest forward, but bring your shoulders at least in line with your hips. Fingertips just below the knees. So every muscle in the low back, upper back, mid back, all working with the same intensity. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, maybe slightly go back. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach up, just building our rhythm. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Adding in some lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, halfway up. Exhale, right foot down. Right foot back, knee down, moon pose. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, take an imaginary pull-up. Elbows forward, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, step back plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the floor, locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, take that imaginary pull-up. Elbows forward, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, knee down. Inhale, arms up, pull the feet towards each other. Exhale, take your imaginary pull-up. Elbows forward, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the floor, locust with the fingers interlaced. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Surya Namaskar, Sun A. Inhale, reach up. Stay with the rhythm. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the floor,
locust. Inhale, lift into locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, float, maybe handstand at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Stay with the rhythm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward to the floor. Locust if it feels okay, bind your hands. Inhale into a bound locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend your knees a little bit, tilt your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And then press into your feet, pull your feet back so you feel the backs of your legs. Keep pulling the feet back, now pull the feet apart from each other. Keep that as you straighten out your legs. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. Come into crescent lunge, feet hip width distance, left heel forward and up. Reach the arms up, and then bend your elbows, catch opposite elbows with your hands. Lift the elbow points up, draw your belly in, and then from your back body, start to take this into a little bit of a back bend. Elbows up, chest back. Inhale up, exhale, go back. And then slowly come back up. Take a breath in, release the bind. Exhale, Udkatasana, airplane. Arms reach back, palms face down. Just like when we're on all fours, this left hip wants to roll open. Spin the left hip down towards the floor. Lift your left hamstring up. And then reach back through your fingers. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades slide down your back. Think locust pose on one leg. Lift that left leg up a little bit higher. Lift your chest, breath in. And then on your exhale, left hand down to a block, to the floor, or unsupported. You want that block underneath your left shoulder. Lift that left leg up so you feel the back of your leg, and then chest forward and up so the back body's engaged as you find your twist. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale breath here. Exhale, chair pose, Udkatasana. Feet hip width distance. Press into your feet, pull them apart. And then arms forward and up. Bring the palms together. Bend your elbows. Bring the thumbs towards the back of the neck. They can stay about 90 degrees. But from here, just lift your chest up. Draw your belly in as much as you can as you lift your chest up. So it's creating a little bit more intense of a back bend. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Take one more breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank, shift forward. Lower to the floor, Sphinx. Bring the elbows back underneath the shoulders. Grip with your fingers, pull your elbows back. And then notice the weight in the front of your hip points, so the front of your hips against the floor. Without changing that, lift your right leg up. But keep the right leg hovering off the floor, engage your quad, feel your leg straighten out. And then keeping the leg straight, lift it up as high as you can. And then bend your left knee, or right knee, flex your foot, lift your right heel straight up toward the ceiling. And then keeping the knee lifted, re-straighten out the leg, squeeze the quad, spread the toes, right knee down. Engage your left quad, feel your kneecap start to lift. And then keep that equal pressure into both of your legs, front of your hips, lift your left leg off the floor. And then from here, lift your left leg up without bending the knee, so the quad has to stay engaged too. Now bend the knee, flex the foot, lift the foot up toward the ceiling. And then keeping the leg lifted, re-engage the quad to straighten the leg. Knee down, Sphinx, breath in. And then on your exhale, take your arms wide, like a capital letter T, thumbs up toward the ceiling. With your other four fingers, make a fist, like you're giving someone the thumbs up, like you're so excited to do what we're just about to do. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, lift your thumbs straight up toward the ceiling. Right, the tendency is to want to draw the hands back. Keep the arms straight out, lift the thumbs up. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift your hamstrings up a little bit higher. Deep breath in, shoulder blades together. Deep breath out. One more breath in to lift the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Step it forward, crescent lunge. Again, find your foundation, feet wider, lift the right heel forward and up, and then reach your arms up. Bend your elbows, catch opposite elbows, but take the opposite forearm in front. Adjust your chest just a little bit to the right. Lift the elbows up, and then start to go back. If you feel most of the sensation in the left side of your lower back more than the right, adjust your chest a little bit more to the right. We want to have equalness across the low back. Lift the elbows up, go back. Chest up, maybe back a little bit further. And then inhale, slowly come back up to neutral. Arms up. Exhale, Udkatasana, airplane. Right, we want to try to keep this right hip from rolling open, so roll it down. If the left knee needs to bend a little bit, keep a slight bend into the left knee. Right, I actually like a little bit of a bend in my knee and my standing leg. And then lift the right hamstring up. Squeeze the quad, spread the toes, reach the arms back. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades down the back. And then lift your leg up a little bit more, lift your chest up. And think locust pose. Take one more breath in. And then on your exhale, revolved half moon. Right hand to your block. Left arm up toward the ceiling. But we're not rounding the spine. We want to make sure we're building strength in the back. Chest forward and up. Roll the ribs open. And then we want to make sure we're strengthening the back of our leg. Lift your right leg straight up toward the ceiling. Spread the toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Exhale, Udkatasana, chair pose or fierce pose, whatever you want to call it. Sink your sit bones down. Press into your feet, pull them apart. Arms forward and up. With the arms overhead, bring your hands together in prayer. Wrap the armpits towards each other. Look up at your thumbs and try to get your forearms to touch. And then keeping them trying to touch, bend the elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck. Lift the chest up. Draw the belly in. Pull the feet apart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Chest up. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank, shift forward, lower to the floor. Sphinx. Inhale and Sphinx, hug the elbows back. On your exhale, forearm plank. Take a breath in. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx. And without changing the pressure in your hip points, lift your left leg up. Lift it up as high as you can without bending the knee first. Now bend the knee, flex the foot, lift the foot up toward the ceiling. Keeping the knee lifted, re-straighten out the leg. Breath in, and then left leg down. Same thing right side. Without changing the pressure in the front of your hips, lift your right leg up. Without bending your right knee, lift your right leg up a little bit higher. Now bend the knee, flex the foot, lift the heel straight up toward the ceiling. Take a breath in, hug the elbows back. And then keeping the leg lifted, re-straighten the leg out, breath in, right leg down. Set up for locust, but take your arms again out to the sides. This time bend the elbows to 90 degrees. So think goalpost hands if you're an American football fan, or think cactus, right? The general shape of a cactus. But take your elbows a little bit forward to your shoulders. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, lift up. Shoulder blades together. We're not drawing the elbows back. Elbows, arms straight up toward the ceiling, maintaining this 90 degrees. So think Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, right? Don't want to hit the floor. Like you're trying to lift off the floor. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, float, maybe handstand to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Weight into your right foot, draw your left heel in towards your hips. Squeeze the heel in towards the glutes. And then lift the leg up a little bit higher. Palms together, reach the arms up. If this isn't comfortable, take your hand shoulder width distance. And then bend your elbows, try to bring the hand and the foot together. Right, hands to left foot to hands, chest up toward the ceiling. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, Virabhadrasana 3, Arms forward, left leg back. And just like an airplane, left hip wants to roll open, roll it down. And then stretch the fingertips forward, lift the left leg up, gaze between your thumbs. Draw the lower ribs up. One more breath in. Exhale, warrior two. So find your warrior two, just a quick transition. First warrior of the day, arms wide. Kind of only warrior, well, we did warrior three, so it's not the only, right? It's not even the first. It's a warrior two. First warrior two, there we go, there we go. Pull the feet towards each other, arms wide. Come into side angle. Let's go right hand to the outside of the right foot. So either to a block, have it hover, maybe the floor, or right forearm to thigh. And then press your leg out into the arm. Press your arm into the leg so you feel the outside of your right hip. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath in. And then on your exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Same thing on the other side. Weight into your left foot. Draw your right heel in towards your hip. Lift your right foot up toward the ceiling. Arms forward and up, palms together. Bend the elbows. And then chest up, elbows up. And then right foot to hands, hands to right foot. Contract the back muscles to bring the hands and the foot closer together. One more breath in. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Arms forward, right leg back. Level the hips and the shoulders off and then reach the outer shoulders, the outer armpits forward. Lift your right leg up a little bit higher. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in, lift the right leg. Warrior two, breath out. So spin the right foot flat, either parallel to the back of your mat or slightly turn forward. Right hip a little forward and down, arms wide. Draw your shoulders up by your ears and then roll your shoulders back and down. Side angle, left hand to the outside of your left foot, again to a block, hovering to the floor or left forearm to thigh. Press the leg into the arm, arm into the leg, right arm toward the ceiling. And then hug your left foot towards your right. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Take one more inhale, press that knee out into the arm. On your exhale, both hands down, step forward, forward fold. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward, lower to the floor, Sphinx. Set up for Sphinx. We're not going to take Sphinx or forearm plank. I just want to set up in Sphinx. And then take your left forearm parallel to the top of your mat. So your elbow stays underneath your shoulder, left arm parallel to the top. Right arm reaches forward. And then reach your arm forward a little bit more, right arm forward. Bend the elbow, right thumb to the top of your shoulder. Keep the thumb on your shoulder, just lift your elbow up as high as you can. Now lift your left leg up as high as you can. If this is enough in your back body, stay here. Otherwise, bend your knee, trying to bring your foot to your hand and your hand to your foot. Without letting this right thumb leave the right shoulder. Press into your left forearm so you're not collapsing down. Everything is lifting up. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, slowly release. Stack your hands like we did earlier and just kind of sway the hips side to side. And then we'll switch sides. Again, elbows underneath the shoulders. Turn your right arm parallel, reach your left arm a little bit forward, come on the fingertips. And then reach your left arm forward, thumb up. Bend the elbow, thumb to the top of the shoulder. Lift your left elbow as high as you can, keeping the thumb on the shoulder. Lift your right leg up. And again, if you're feeling enough, stay here. Otherwise, bend your right knee, bring the foot towards the hand. And then lift your elbow up toward the ceiling, bringing your hand a little bit closer to your foot. And then lift your right knee up, bringing your foot a little bit closer to your hand. Press into your right forearm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale breath here. Exhale, slowly release. Again, stack your hands and just sway the hips a little bit side to side. Two more belly down, back bends. Bend your knees. Reach your arms back like locust. We're going to take Dhanurasana bow. We'll do 2 sets. First set, no hands grabbing the feet. So I think it's a kind of a combination of bow and locust. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, lift your knees, lift your chest, and then lift your hands. It's like you're reaching back for your feet, but you're not gonna grab them. And you're trying to bring your feet past your hands. Try to lift up a little bit more. Draw your belly in so you're not pressing your belly down to find the shape. Shoulder blades together down your back. Contract your hamstrings, bringing your heels a little bit more towards your hips. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release. This time we'll take bow, but grabbing the feet. If you need to take 1 foot at a time, take 1 foot at a time. But bend your right knee, reach back for your right foot. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab your left foot. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, kick up. As you kick up, engage your glutes. As you kick up, pull in with your hands. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades down your back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in, kick up. Exhale, slowly release. Feel free to windshield wiper the feet a little bit side to side or just move the hips. And then press back, child's pose, just for a brief moment. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float to a seat. Come into a seat, come all the way down onto your back. Set up for bridge pose. Just a normal bridge, right? We'll do a normal bridge here. Take your feet about hip width distance, slight turn into the heels, breath in. Exhale, press into your feet, lift up. As you lift up, press the inside edges of your feet together or towards the floor. Press the big toe mounds down, inner edges of the heels down, engage the glutes, press the hips up. And then pull your heels toward your shoulders. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, slowly come all the way down. Second and final set. You can do what we just did, or you can follow me into Urdhvadanya into wheel pose. If you're coming into wheel, set your hands above your shoulders, fingertips face forward, hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. And then wrap your elbows in over your shoulders, which means if your fingertips need to turn out, let your fingertips turn out. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, press your feet, press your hands, come into wheel pose. And then if you feel like it, you can walk your hands and your feet a little bit closer together, but we're not going for this deep of a back bend. We're not going for concentrated location in our low back. Try to spread out the sensation in our upper back, mid back, low back. Press in your hands, wrap your armpits towards each other. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath in, and then when you're ready, come all the way down. Take your feet mat width distance or wider. Draw your knees in towards each other. Just take your one hand to the heart, one hand to the ribs, or any other position that feels good for your arms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And then draw your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Extend your left leg long, hug the right knee in, take a breath in. And then when you're ready, shift your hips a little bit back to the right. Bring your right knee across the body for a gentle twist. If you want to work a deeper twist, you can work a deeper twist. But as you come into this twist, roll your right outer hip down towards your feet. So you feel this length to the side body. Deep breath in. Deep breaths out. If the right shoulder wants to lift, let the right shoulder lift. Breath in, breath out. And then slowly come back to center. Draw the right knee in, left knee follows, squeeze both knees in. And then release your right leg long, hug your left knee in, squeeze it in tight. Then shift your hips a little bit back to the left. Bring your left knee across the body. Left arm out to the left. It can be straight out. It can be a bent elbow. It can be back at an angle. Whatever feels good for you. But think about pressing your low back a little bit towards your left knee. And then roll your left hip a little bit down towards your right foot. So you have all this length across the side body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out.
Breath in. Breath out. And then come back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Wrap your arms around your legs. Squeeze everything in tight. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, Shavasana. Let everything go. Let everything soften. And just allow your body to melt into the floor. I encourage you to stay longer if you can. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers, into your toes if you're getting up with me. Stay here, reach your arms over your head for a rack stretch. Stretch the body out one more time. And then choosing to stay here on your back. Or maybe you want to draw your knees into your chest or roll toward your favorite side. And with as little effort as possible, please make your way to a comfortable seat towards the front, eyes closed. Bring your hands together in prayer position at heart center. Slide your thumbs towards your forehead, towards your third eye. Take a final deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your back feels stronger, back of the body feels stronger. If you haven't already, subscribed to my videos, right? The pop-up should be popping up at any moment now. If you have friends that you think maybe benefit from it, share it on your social media platform. If you want to practice, if you want to post a picture on Instagram, tag me in it at Tate Englund. I'll share your post. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.